Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you for tuning in. It's Sunday afternoon. There's football on. I wanted to get this video out to you early before markets open. This video is being filmed on Sunday afternoon. It's trading for Sunday through Monday. That's the purpose of this video. That will be September 22nd, 2025. We are looking at video installment 2972. Traders, we know this is a risky game, so never trade without stops. Put your protective stops in first before you ever get into a trade. You'll live a lot longer in this business, I promise. So, what's going on for trading on Sunday through Monday? Your Nasdaq daily bar has a green OMNI for trading on Sunday, Monday. And if you ask me, it's got a very nice look to it. Look at this chart. Just looks great. You could draw trend lines on this chart any way you want, and they all go in one direction, up. You know what I'm saying? It just looks great right now. The Fed just lowered rates, which pushes up markets. Now, even if banks come in and push rates back down, and we'll talk about that in a moment, the idea behind the Fed lowering rates and going on possibly a rate lowering campaign buoys markets. Doesn't matter what the bonds do immediately following a bond move or a rate move. So the idea behind, now the Fed is into lower mode. The markets are just taking off. Nasdaq looks great. Green OMNI for trading on Monday. What else is out there? Let's take a look at some markets, traders. We got some stuff going on. Your T-bonds, you know, I did that weekend webinar, and then I did a couple of videos during last week to explain exactly this to you. No matter what Powell does, the banks are going to come in and hit the bonds anyway. This is the 30-year T-bond chart, weekly. As you can see, Powell lowered rates right here, and the banks and whoever else likes to sell bonds came in and took it right back, right there, failed where it should fail. This was a moment where had Powell done a nice 50-point smack, what he could have done there was he could have forced banks to have to cover bonds, cover their shorts, run for the hills. But instead, we get a measly 25. If you are going to do it, you might as well do it right. We get a measly 25, and the banks and other funds can easily push that right back down. In fact, I think by Friday's close, we already had the rate about as high as it was before Powell lowered it on Wednesday. You want to see what this looks like on a daily? Take a look at this. That was your weekly we were looking at. T-bonds on a daily. This is what's happened since Powell tried to lower bonds, or I should say, tried to lower rates. It went down. When bonds go down, rates go up. When bonds go up, rates go down. See the teeter-totter or the seesaw? When bonds go up, rates go down. But when bonds go down, and when rates go up, they're on opposite sides of like a seesaw. So if bonds are heading down, it makes interest rates inherently have to go up. Bonds look like they're heading down. They're forcing rates right back to where they were, just as we discussed the weekend webinar and on Tuesday's video. Then Wednesday they did lower rates, and on Thursday I did another video to talk about this exact instance. And as you can see before your eyes, it is what's happening. This was good, right? This is good is what we had for a while when it was going up, and then it stopped going up. That was good, but not anymore. And it stops at a trend line, and on the weekly chart, if you recall, it stopped at major resistance of an average and a trend line. So not the best place to have lowered bonds or lowered interest rates, I should say, by only a quarter point. But hey, I'm just a trader. We'll make money off of what they do. Then there's another thing I wanted to show you for trading on Monday. Look at the crude. I have seen happier looking formations, I promise. You've got a red OMNI for trading on Monday. You've got a pennant, as you can see, red line here. I made the bottom line a little thinner, but you can see it, it's there. You've got a bear flag falling out of the bear flag with the red OMNI pennant coming to the end of the pennant. I say we follow the red OMNI and sell crude if we can get a fill. Traders, that's what I wanted to show you. Make sure you join me at livewithoscar.com. And if you're from Australia, we're doing OMNI in Australia. It's going to happen in about 3 weeks. Time's ticking so fast, there's almost no time left to approve you. Go to OMNIBootcamp.com. Australia Omniacs. If you're from Australia, you Australian, you want to come to boot camp, October 17th through the 21st. It's a long weekend. Go to OMNIBootcamp.com. Go right now and fill out those applications. Time is ticking. I almost have no time left to approve you. I've got 7,500 miles to fly over there to meet you. Make sure you fill out your applications, and we'll have a fantastic Omni camp together. Traders, remember to keep your stops in and your emotions out. How do we do this? Well, we put our stops in first, and then we say this to ourselves, and by now, you should know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. That is the truth. Put the stops in first. No emotional decisions, and hang out with me in my free live trading room at livewithoscar.com. Australians, I'll see you soon.